You're getting a look at the most famous building in Foxborough. Opened in 2002, it's Gillette Stadium. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And we're off from Foxborough. He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10.
11, Thomas. That.
Burrow throwing out of the pistol. He's got it over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
I'm fine, ready?
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Now first run of the game is Amir White. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
That's grabbed at the 10. And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Colts will take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down. Here's Milton. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. The rookie from Tennessee found that opening, ends up with a first down.
Let's go now.
Now Jalen Wright gets it for the first time. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a pickup of 26, and that gives them 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Catch is made in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Back to throw. Here's Milton. Looking. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the pressure drives them backwards.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Now Milton to throw. Looking touchdown, but can't connect. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that brings up 4th and goal. Up and good from Blankenship. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's get set. Start.
Drive starts with a carry by White. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Jeff Okuda. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Here's 2nd and 5. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
That one's incomplete over the middle. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, smash.
Milton now. Austin's there to haul it in. And he takes it in for the Indianapolis touchdown. The Colts stretch their early lead to 9. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. Extra points sent in through the rain. And the Colts go up 10-zip here in the first. Butker on now to kick this one away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Oh, he eats a hit to bring an end to that return right near the 25.
Here we go.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
11.
Motion man right is Smith.
Done.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play.
Here we go.
Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
That's caught by A.J. Brown. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Patriots, nothing.
On one, ready?
Back and ready now for the second quarter.
11
It's
MT,
Patriots
11 MT.
football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Smith pulls this one in along the sideline. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Here we go. Done.
To throw again, it's Burrow. Complete out to the right side. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a New England 1st down.
12, 12, 12.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. Done.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line.
Let's go.
Offense in the hurry up here.
11 MT, 11 MT.
That's another Patriots.
Done.
1st down, Burrow to throw. That's brought in by White. They deliver a shot before he can get to the line.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for
11
it.
Thomas.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
MT, Tate. Here we go, here we go. 11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11, 11. Done.
Burrow from the gun. That's complete. Here's Brown. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Get set.
And on 3rd down, the Colts going with the nickel here.
Done.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, New England. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Patriots cut it to a field goal game. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback.
At their own 40-yard line.
Ready up.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give for Wright. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Right again. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They run again with Wright. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A 5-yard gain. That's going to bring up 4th and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Gillette. The Colts trying to make some noise before halftime. 4th and 3, drive on the line. They're going for this. Escapes the pocket. They'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
19 driver, 19 driver. 19 pioneer. 60 back.
From the 46. He's on the move. Caught by the open man. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. Wright running out of the gun. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Touchdown, Indianapolis. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Colts make it a 10-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
11,
On first down, here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Now he's trying one deep set. Caught at the 20-yard line. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that could stretch the middle of the field. Man, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Colts get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under...
This is caught inside the 15. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half. Butker to try the point after. And the kick is good, so they add 7 to their lead on the final play of our first half. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight. Go! Come 19, come 19.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. He's got him, that's McBride. And he'll go out of bounds, looks a little short of that 35. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Throwing now, Milton. Catch made by Austin. And that is a big hit right after that catch. So the play limited to maybe just a couple yards.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Now a run with Wright. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves him with 3rd down and 6 to go. Milton back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Let's go. 19 right.
Here's the snap on 4th. That's caught beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the huge conversion gets them a new set of downs. It's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And this one doesn't go far.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, the big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat. That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here he is on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
To throw, Milton. And he's touched as they pick up that 1st down on 4th.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out They handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Milton. Into the hands of Walker. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Caught quick right side. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Here we go, set. Head to 60, head to 60. 18, right. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 18, Pioneer. Go.
Now Milton to throw. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Patriots take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, how quickly things can change. They were looking so good just a couple of plays ago, and suddenly, not anymore. A red zone look comes up empty with that interception.
I think the pressure got to him there, Kate. And I don't even mean all those pass rushers, although they were certainly coming too. I mean the pressure of being 3rd down in the red zone. That's where you got to slow yourself down as a quarterback and know
11.
you've got to simply protect the football.
Slot man motioned over.
Dot.
1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Gets everything he has under this throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I think it's safe to say that without that ball being tipped, we are looking at a big game. It's a missed opportunity to push that offense, but an even better play defensively to deny the throw.
And they send a man in motion.
Dot.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Dot.
Quick pass left side. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30. They hit him for 5 yards on 4th down and get the successful conversion.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. The 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
He's trying to push the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down. That was Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. So it'll be 2nd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Burrow throwing again on 2nd and 10. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48.
12, 12, 12. Dot.
Burrow setting up the play action. He'll get this complete to White. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous...
I'm one, ready?
They've got first down from the 31.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT. 11
Putting a
mighty.
receiver in
11
motion.
mighty. 11 MT, 11 MT. God.
First down, Burrow to throw. Chased out to his right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To throw again, it's Burrow. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Grant Delpit in to pick it off. And the Colts get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From the 27. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Third and long for him here. Wright reels it in. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They go play action on first. He lets one fly deep downfield. What a dive! I think he caught it! They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Milton now. Getting out to his left. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Here's a give inside to Wright. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Here's Milton. That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field.
To the quick throw left, complete. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Oh, he's in trouble. He'll go down. The Colts got him. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Foxborough. Patriots hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third.
12, 12, 12. Don?
Throwing from near his own goal line. Has it left side, Brock, but the throw carried him too close to that edge. They're going to say he brought it in out of bounds, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You know, as a quarterback, you got to give your man enough space to make that catch inbounds. That was off just enough to carry him to the sideline before he could establish possession.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. Tight end in motion left.
Don?
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Buys time, rolling right. They can't connect as the coverage comes through with a fourth down stand.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run. They've got a man in motion.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Right. Launches, and he's got it. Touchdown! The Colts keep adding to that fourth quarter